Very good evening and welcome to a brand new podcast of Team Comrade. Today, I have one of the esteemed lecturer has joined with us. He is Mr. Insaf Ahmed, who is also known as Monarch of Islam, who teaches the real concept of Islam. So, let's welcome our lecturer today. Assalamu alaikum Insaf sir.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Muid.
So, we all know Mr. Insaf as a lecturer at Team Comrade Dehiwala and also in multiple places. Before we go to his lecturing life, I would like to ask, who is Mr. Insaf?
That's a good question, Muid. To be honest, even I didn't have a good reply for that, even a definition for myself. But later after my childhood or my lifestyle, little gave a small change part which made me a lecturer now. But lecturer is just a part of my life. My family was the supportive person and gave a definition who I was. So it became my life and I am here now only because of that.
So, from Mr. Insaf to Monarch, what is the story behind that?
So Insaf was just a name because I had with my family, they used to call me Insaf and they had my nicknames. But to be honest, later after I got to know that Islam was one of a favorite subject of mine because our religion is used to say that. But later after, once my O-level is going on, I didn't find some lack of knowledge. It was like always a problem where Islam is like this and that problem too much. So I wanted to make that little bit authentic. So I struggled. So I did my best after that. So I wanted not to happen the same thing for the children. So the step by step, I wanted to create a name for me and we can say as a brand for me, where I used to keep that as a monarch. And also, to be honest, that name gave me a special impact where it gives the entire world of even the next generation might be having a knowledge about what is Islam with the help of mine.
Yeah, past 3 years at Team Comrade Dehiwala, Mr. Insaf, who is producing high results for his students, and his final seminars are one of the great in every year. So before we move on to his professional career, I also wanted to question about his personal career. So how did you start your life, sir?
To be honest, if I wanted to be frank, Muid, till my advanced level, I didn't have any plans. Even though what kind of a career I should need, guidance, no one. Because I am the first degree holder of my family. So I wanted to do something really better, but I didn't know how to guide it. And even though no one told me. So after A-levels, just in a thought, my parents asked me, what's your ambition? What do you wanted to do? I asked them time. So that time gave me a specific of some confidence. Like for an example, after A-levels, like 3 or 4 months for the results, we will be waiting. That 4 months gave me a confidence to do something. So I started in a college where the teacher training program. That made the first step. And so far, to be honest, till now, I finished my master's and now I have been started to pursue my PhD in education and also parallelly I am doing my PhD.
So the first degree holder of the family, or the first master's holder of the family, or shall I use it as the first PhD undergraduate of the family?
All three will be suitable for me so far now.
Yes. So from a tiny seed, so which we can see an entire tree right now. So every tree grows from a tiny seed, but people forget the seed once a tree grows. So I also wanted to question Mr. Insaf, how is your university journey?
So to be honest, my university journey was the first step I kept something outwards beyond my parents' knowledge. So first day, every universities, they had some rankings, which is way more funny sometimes. But first years, it was like, I was very scared because teacher training is in my batch, I am the only boy. Everyone was girls. So I'm the only boy. So I had to struggle so much. But after a little couple of days or times, they came and spoke to me in a friendly way. So that made me an impact to have a courage which will give me more extra knowledge to the future.
So, as Mr. Insaf has a very huge university journey compared to others, other lecturers have done bachelor's and PhD, but Mr. Insaf is currently doing his PhD. So he has more than 6 years of university journey, am I correct?
Yes, and 6 years and it's going on so far again.
Okay, so we wish our best for you, sir. We wish the luck to complete the PhD. And also, when we come to Team Comrade, so Team Comrade is one of the best place to shape your pathways and do your education. If you are a student who is studying 6 to advanced level, the best place to choose is
Team Comrade.
So Team Comrade Islam classes. When we come across the Team Comrade head branch was open in 2023. So while opening, the first lecturer for Islam was Mr. Insaf. So the call for Islam tutoring at Team Comrade, the memory behind that.
That was, I won't forget Team Comrade because that was the first step it gave me to teach something. That's the first place. It gave me some memories also. The first call, I mean, about Team Comrade was an online platform earlier. Then after only it became as a physical platform. So while it was about to be a physical platform, I had a guts to go and speak to Mr. Anzar sir, that he is the one who is going to lead that place. So I called him and asked that this kind of an opportunity I have this courage, I have this dominant to speak with the children, and I have this knowledge to teach the children. So he told me that why don't you come for the opening ceremony? So I was very scared. That was the first time I'm going for an institute to speak. So while I was going there, I was like sitting like a random children there. Everyone was hearing there, and just you, I won't forget you. Because while I was sitting, you instantly called me to the stage, and what did you do? You have to introduce yourself and speak about the class. I was utterly flattered, and I don't even know what to speak and zero words. But while I was scolding him, yes, to be honest, I was scolding him on that time. While scolding, instantly I recognized what are the words I should be speaking. That's the first place and the first stage I stood there and spoke about Islamical knowledge. And I will never forget, and that day is something memorable also.
So, and also I also still remember, sir, how was the first day of Team Comrade. Actually, the opening ceremony, Mr. Insaf gave some special points to the students. Why do they need to pursue Islam? So, and also most people thinks Islam is an easy subject, so they can do just by reading the book. It's not about book. We are someone who goes beyond the book. You just read the theory and you just apply it to your practical life. It's not the real Islamic concept. Islam is something you should read, you should understand, and you should take to your life. Everyone knows praying 5 times is farl, but how many of you follow that? So following is something Islam. So something you have to do in a way of discipline. So it's not only about studying the theory or just reading the book. So something beyond the traditional learning is always done by our monarch of Islam, Mr. Insaf Ahmed. So before we move, so I want to ask about your next plans for the year of 2026 for the students of Team Comrade.
So far, the 3 years of journey, I had give myself a plan to what are the things I have to do for the new journey. So 2026 badge, and it's going to be something new for you all, because 3 years of experience in Team Comrade is going to give you something impact for you all for the next year. So the new academic year is going to start, which is going to be mentioned in new further details. And also, whilst it is done, parallelly I'll be doing some paper classes also, which is going to be theorized. For an example, 2 lessons are finished by the theory means definitely I'll do papers on relatable for 2 lessons. So if the 2 lessons are done, inshallah I'll be going furtherwards it as it is. So if the syllabus are covered earlier, it will be easier for them to do paper classes. And also, inshallah, the same track, the fast track also will be doing for the children to miss the lessons also. So better if they come to the classes on time and also on a specific starting area, which will be give a great impact for the children.
I want to ask a special question from you.
Yeah.
I prepared this for you. You are doing teaching for more than 5 years, am I correct?
Now at +6, yeah.
Yeah, correct. 6. Okay. So many students have given multiple comments, multiple acknowledgements. What is the best comment, or what is one of the motivated comment you received, or what is someone's a student result which made you motivate to do more for others?
Wait, that's a tricky question. If I answer this, man, others will come and blame me that, sir, why didn't we give? Now, for an example, I'll give the toppest one, not the best, because if I tell the best, it will be a different problem. So, toppest one is recently I received a poem. Okay, that poem made me to realize what I felt and also what I felt through the journey and what I'm going to face in near future also. That poem is going to be the ultimate impact of me. To be honest, yeah, other children they gave me. And another child, she came to the class, it's like flattered with 0 answers, nothing. She told me that, sir, just make me to pass me the exam and give. I was like, I'll give some questions for you. With that answers, I'll clarify are you all capable to or not. So her answers gave me an impact that she will be struggling. But somehow, with the help of Allah, and also I guided her little bit, Alhamdulillah, on her O-level results, where she was even below W, she took C pass. You know, the entire family came to my house and spoke and praised me. Because their family is little bit religious, but she is above with that. So because of that impact, she did something way more better, and now she is doing Islamic civilization for A-level, and he has sat for the exam, and everyone is waiting for the results.
Alhamdulillah, we are praying for that student to get end and with an A pass
Ameen.
for her exam. And also, sir, like Team Comrade, how Team Comrade changed your life as a lecturer?
There are massive reasons. So I'll come with one point. While I was coming for the Team Comrade, it was just with 6 or 7 lectures. So I didn't know how to speak with the lecturers or even the management team. No one. I didn't know. It was the first time. So that place made me to speak for the children. What are the things to be told for the children? How it should be told for others, and how the lessons or whatever the words we are speaking will take for the children. And also not for the children, many, to be honest, parents also. They are the main part we are speaking. Mostly parents, if they try the children or guide the children towards a good path, definitely the children will be in a good place. So Team Comrade taught me what are the things you should tell for the parents and what are the things should reach for the children.
Sir, I will question you something like this. Your first batch, I think, first official batch.
Yes.
If you come to first official batch, apart from Team Comrade, I know there is an unofficial official batch.
Exactly,
in your
yes.
official year.
Yes.
So I want to question about that batch.
That badge is something relatable to my life, because throughout my starting journey of Islam, till now they are with me. To be honest, you are one of them. To be
That's
honest,
the
you are one
reason
of
I
them. Exactly, I know
asked
that.
this question
Okay?
actually.
You are with them and there are other, I don't want to mention the name. Okay, but still that badge, till now they have a bond with me, because they see me as a brother, they see as me a guider, and also to be honest, they see me as a sir also. But once we speak and once we gather together, it's like we are friends. I really love that badge. I will never forget it, because even though till now, I'll never forget, and they respect me like nothing.
But one small correction, not as a friends, but we also see Insaf sir as a family actually. So I want to remind, so the first batch where Insaf sir started in a place, so it was around 6 to 7 people. Us, so we actually motivate Insaf sir every week. So next week, shall we put this lesson? Shall we do this class? Actually, really, Insaf sir, who guided us, supported us during the very last end of our examination, and really he produced one of the best results for the entire batch of us. So we were like around 7 to 8 people, and even we didn't expect we will get such a result. We were also thinking that Islam is a very simple subject where we can just read the book, where we can just mark the important points, highlight the points and go for a result. But no, after coming to Insaf sir's classes, there are things to be understandable. The Islam is not only just something which is theoretical. There are things beyond the traditional theoretical books. That is what we personally learned from Mr. Insaf. So I always say, study not just for the examination. Exam is not your ultimate goal. A subject like Islam, where you should always study to improve your life and to make something a change, to give a change to your life. It's not only about you. This change will definitely change the upcoming generation.
Exactly.
As well. So, Ikra in Islam, the first word revealed is Ikra. Ikra means read. So, education is important to all the students. So, in current generation, most of the children or the kids, they think it's not about education. It's about other things. We can go for a high level. They see motivational stories. I don't understand actually what is the point behind that. But how do you define that, sir?
To be honest, these days children learn Islam in Instagram reels. I really don't know what they are gaining. It might be good or bad, but still, you don't have an authenticity that reel is correct or wrong. So I have told for my children personally that whoever sees the reels and even get a knowledge about that, don't confirm it instantly. Send it to me, or else send it to a most authentic person. It can be a Hafiz or Maulvi, anyone, I don't care. So if they send me, they'll get an authenticity, because some children, they get a different kind of ideas and they provide it for the physical life, and then after they end up in a different problem. So later after they come for me with an example, say what to do, this happened. So at last we can't do anything. So it's better to learn that. And also children, make sure don't always focus for social media, because social media, it will give you instant knowledge. Yeah, that's true. But Islam is not a place to learn in a social media. It can be a guidance only. It can be a guidance only, but the proper knowledge can be get to a lecturer who knows about the lesson, and also it can be a scholars also. Yeah, that's true. So you think about it, which is best for you and which is known for you also.
So it's one of the great message for this society, where everyone of should us learn how to use social media platform in education. So what do you say about education, sir? How education reflects a person?
If you want to be educated, no matter what, make sure you do that first. Because if you want to get a respect in a place, that's the only key term you will have, education. Because no one can steal from you those things. No one can steal you from things. Because if you have educated me, and if your education and you're educated, whatever it is you are having in the world, that place will make you more respectful. So children, make sure to be educated, because next generation or whatever the life you are going to face in your future, if they are not educated, means they don't have the guts to face anything. Yeah, that's true. We have seen that non-educated people come to a life, but you can't expect everything the same for you all also. So make sure you are being educated. That education will guide you for the path where it will be a ladder for you, where with your parents' blessings also. Because without your parents' blessing, if you study or if you go for the PGD or PhD, I don't care, you will never have the blessings if your parents start cursing you. So make sure parallelly balance it, education and your parents.
Yes, so you all keep that in mind. My next question before conclusion, one of the important question. Sir, how do you see Islamic education? Why Islamic education is important for Muslim students? Because most Muslim students thinks we are Muslims, we have been learning this in our life, so we don't have to study something additionally. So how do you define that, and what is the message you're going to give to the students?
Simple message is, we can start with 5 pillars itself, which we start to learn from grade 4 or 5. First itself, Kalima, okay, you all know that exactly fine. Second one is Salat. So in Salat, if I ask them how many farals are there in Salat, they used to tell 5. Subah, Lughar, Asar, Maghrib, Isha. Those are 5 times, but farals are there 19. If we ask that, sir, there is 19 farals. Really? 19 farals. What are we going to do with 19 farals? How can we learn 19 farals? To be honest, whoever it is, if we don't know the 19 farals, they can't even pray. It's a rule. They should know that without knowing the 19 farals, how can they pray? So Islamical knowledge means not only for studies, but also for your entire life. Until you die, even till you go for the burial ground, until they bury you, till then your salat and definitely your Islamical knowledge should be there. For an example, a non-Muslim can't come and bury you in a symmetrical ground. So definitely a Muslim person should know the procedures. So that procedures also these days some people doesn't know. So we can see, if you go for the Muslim burial ground, you can see some of the people do things, really it's unbearable and also unacceptable, because they have no knowledge. It's not their mistake, they haven't lacked their knowledge. So better is Islamical education is somewhat for your education and also for your life. So life, if you want to become in a halal way, make sure definitely Islamical studies is important for you all. Don't think that only for O levels. No, for the A levels Islamic civilization, after A levels there are higher studies for Islamic civilization. Those things, if you study, it's only for your own goodwill. Because if you teach for others also, it will be a more blessing for you. And after your death also, the good things will come for you for the teachings you have done for others. So it can be also one reason because I'm becoming a lecturer now. To an example, so you asked me a question now.
Yeah.
I'll give you a book. Just define me this.
Just a book. It's about Steve Jobs and a book with set of pages, because still I haven't read this book, but for my externally I can say it's a book about Steve Jobs.
Give it to me. Fine. So while you're seeing the book itself, you just told me a syntax of outside world where the book have been told. To be honest, these days children are also the same regarding the Quran and Sunnah also. Because Quran is something, an entire guidance for the people. It can be anyone. So only if we refer that page by page, one ayat by one ayat, one word by word, then only you will understand what are the things is written inside and what are the things you have to know. So without reading that, no, I know the Quran. Remember, Quran itself a respect of us. It's a book of Allah. So if we want to know about those things, we should be a part of that Quran. So we should be able to read that and recite it. Quran is definitely reciting. So if you recite that only, you will get to know what is the impact you are going to get from that. Because there are many people who have converted to Islam because of Quran. Many people have done researches also about Quran. So last final decision was them is, we can't find a solution, we have to accept Islam and come. So that's the power of the Quran. So better to learn it practically and also practically.
Okay, beyond the traditional learning, let's meet Mr. Insaf at Team Comrade. So before I conclude, so my final question from Mr. Insaf is, what is the plan for 2026?
So as usual, 2026 Islam class, I'm going to start it properly from inshallah January, so which is going to be from next month onwards. So that class is going to be something relatable to your overall knowledge, and I'm going to test each by each lessons. And also definitely it's the time will be mentioned to you all personally, and also make sure that time is going to be valuable something for you. So that time will make you what are the things you are going to learn and what are the coins you are going to take for your home. So nothing is to be learned inside the class, you have to take by yourself. So do your best and make sure to stay with me, and I'll be the guidance for you all, inshallah. That guidance will definitely give you a great impact for you, inshallah. I'll also pray for you all. So let's see in near future what is our plan and what is our Kala Qadir is also there.
And thank you for joining with us, Insaf sir, today. Thank you for spending your valuable time with Team Comrade. So students, we'll meet Mr. Insaf Ahmed at Team Comrade Dehiwala and Dematagoda. Meet Insaf Ahmed sir and learn Islam practically, theoretically, and beyond the traditional level. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.